This is West Hampstead. It's one of my favorite suburbs in London, and it's got everything really. Loads of parks. It's right on the doorstep to Hampstead Heath, which is one of the biggest parks in London. It's next door to Hampstead, but it's not quite as posh, not as many Prada bags and little dogs. But it also has loads of cafes, loads of restaurants and bars. It's a really great place to go out, really great place to live. I love it. So as a New Yorker, I love my bagels and lox. They're commonplace in New York, but they're not so common here in London. So it's really nice on my doorstep to have a great bagel place. They even sell the lox, aka the smoked salmon and the cream cheese. So if you fancy a bagel and lox, that's your place to go. Moment does a great breakfast. It's cheap and cheerful, but they always include a bagel, and they include a salad with cucumbers and tomatoes, so that even if you're having the greasiest of foods, you still feel healthy. This is the Kitchen Table on Mill Lane in West Hampstead, and it's not been open for very long, but already it's one of the most popular breakfast and lunch spots. Well, they do a great breakfast. They make their own baked beans, and for a huge fan of baked beans like me, this is the best place to get it. They do fabulous mushrooms. You can get a really big bowl of granola with fresh honey, and then for lunch they do these massive sandwiches with homemade breads, absolutely stuffed full of homemade hummus or fresh produce. It's delicious. By great English authorities. Milk first, sugar second, and then the tea. I don't think I've let it steep. Oh, maybe I've let it steep long enough. That is the order for a proper cup of tea. And don't spill like I spilled either. Don't do that. I always need lots of napkins because I'm a messy eater and drinker and just generally messy. That's what I'm gonna have. I could have the cinnamon granola, which would be the healthy option. It is delicious here. Or the porridge. But why get the healthy option when you can get the scrambled eggs on toast with homemade baked beans and mushrooms? You will never leave the kitchen table hungry. And you will not have paid that much either. So that's what I like. Cheap and cheerful, but delicious. Gustoso. It means very, very tasty in Italian, and that's exactly what it is. I can't walk by here without drooling, and if I have any self-restraint, I'll try not to buy myself a cake. This is David's Deli. I think it's one of the best cafes in West Hampstead. It's been open for about 7 years, and it does the best salt beef you'll get in London.
So you have some spinach and chickpeas. You've got as well some lamb samosas. You've got some tabbouleh salad as well, some hummus. Also you have some broad beans and yogurt tzatziki. Also you have some vine leaves, dolma, and also you have vegetarian moussaka. Also the Israeli burekas with some feta cheese inside and spinach inside.
They're really lovely, really friendly here. The owner, the first time I came, gave me a little plate of free stuff. Every time I come in, even if I haven't been for months, he always remembers me, always says hi, is always really chatty. It's just a really perfect local place. You always feel welcome, and the food is always delicious.
We're gonna start with the baklava. Pistachio baklava is like filo pastry with pistachios and some honey. Next one you got samolina, it's called shamaili. It's got some as well almond and honey, and the one at the back is got the kataifi, shredded wheat, roasted shredded wheat with pistachio and honey as well, and almond. Yeah. And you got as well some honey. And I love it. It's a great little local. We come all the time. Highly recommended.